Certainly. Here's a more detailed breakdown of the battle between the silverback gorilla and the grizzly bear. 1. Physical comparison. 1. Size and strength. Grizzly bear. Grizzly bears are massive creatures, ranging from 600 to 1,200 pounds in weight and standing 7 to 10 feet tall. Their size is one of their biggest advantages in a fight, allowing them to use sheer mass and force to overpower opponents. Silverback gorilla. While the gorilla is significantly smaller, weighing 300 to 500 pounds and standing around 5.5 to 6 feet tall, it still holds remarkable strength, capable of lifting up to 10 times its body weight. This gives the gorilla significant relative strength, meaning that pound for pound, it is one of the strongest animals on the planet. 2. Speed and agility. Grizzly bear. Grizzlies are fast for their size, capable of running at 35–40 miles per hour. This speed gives them an advantage in quickly closing the distance in a fight and delivering devastating charges. Silverback gorilla. Gorillas can move at speeds of up to 20–25 miles per hour, but their true strength lies in their agility. They can dodge and maneuver swiftly, using their dexterity to evade attacks and deliver counter-strikes. 3. Bite force. Both animals possess powerful bite forces. The gorilla can exert 1,300 psi, while the grizzly can exert 1,200 psi. This gives them both bone-crushing capabilities, but the gorilla's slightly stronger bite can cause more damage in certain situations, especially in more delicate areas like the neck or eyes. 4. Claws and defensive features. Grizzly bear. The grizzly's 4–5-inch claws are a critical weapon, capable of slashing through flesh, muscle, and bone. Additionally, the bear's dense fur and thick hide provide added protection against damage, which helps it absorb blows. Silverback gorilla. Gorillas rely on their muscle and strong bones for defense, but they lack natural weapons like claws. Their defenses, while formidable in terms of strength, are not as resilient to slashing attacks compared to the bear's thick fur and hide. 2. Combat style and arsenal. 1. Silverback gorilla. Brute strength. Gorillas are incredibly strong for their size and can overpower opponents in close combat through grappling and striking. Bone-crushing bite. Their bite force can break bones, so if the gorilla manages to latch onto a vulnerable area like the neck or face, it can cause significant damage. Agility and dexterity. Gorillas are extremely nimble, capable of dodging attacks and using their arms for powerful swings, grabs, and even climbing to avoid direct confrontation when needed. Intelligence. One of the gorilla's most significant advantages is its high intelligence. Gorillas are strategic, able to plan, adapt, and use their environment to their advantage, e.g., using rocks, trees, or vines to attack or escape. 2. Grizzly bear. Massive claws. The bear's claws are its primary weapon for slashing, delivering deep cuts and creating gaping wounds. They can incapacitate a gorilla with a single swipe. Bone-crushing bite. While slightly weaker than the gorilla's, the bear's bite is still devastating. If it clamps down on the gorilla's head or neck, it could easily crush bones or break the animal's spine. Size and endurance. The grizzly's massive size and weight give it a huge advantage in any physical confrontation. Additionally, its fat layer and tough hide make it resilient to damage. This allows the grizzly to endure multiple attacks without tiring, whereas the gorilla may tire more quickly. 3. Battle strategies. 1. Silverback gorilla. Speed and agility. The gorilla would rely on its ability to dodge and counterattack. It would aim to land quick, powerful strikes and avoid the bear's heavier, slower attacks. Strategic biting. The gorilla would likely aim to bite vulnerable spots, such as the bear's eyes or neck, to weaken it. These targeted strikes could potentially incapacitate the grizzly if they land effectively. Use of environment. If fighting in the jungle, the gorilla could use trees, rocks, or vines to ambush the bear from above or around cover, using the environment to get the upper hand. 2. Grizzly bear. Aggressive power. The grizzly would probably start the fight by charging at the gorilla, using its weight and momentum to knock the gorilla off balance. Devastating swipes. The bear would use its claws to deliver swipes that can rip through the gorilla's skin and cause serious injury. Endurance. The bear's ability to endure long fights would give it an advantage if the battle drags on. It can fight for extended periods without tiring, whereas the gorilla might wear out faster. 4. Battle scenarios and outcomes. 1. Scenario 1. Neutral ground, open plains. In an open area where the gorilla has fewer environmental advantages, the grizzly bear's size, speed, and strength would dominate. 1. The gorilla would struggle to avoid the bear's charge and devastating swipes. 1. The grizzly bear wins 90% of the time in this scenario. 2. Scenario 2. Jungle setting, gorilla's territory. In the jungle, the gorilla's agility and ability to climb could give it a fighting chance. 2. It could ambush the bear from above, landing powerful strikes, and may even use its surroundings to its advantage. 2. However, if the grizzly manages to land a blow or grapple the gorilla, the fight would be over. 2. Grizzly bear wins 70% of the time in this scenario, but the gorilla stands a better chance. 3. Scenario 3. Extended battle, endurance fight. If the fight turns into a war of attrition, the gorilla would likely tire first. 3. The grizzly's stamina and resilience would outlast the gorilla's endurance. 3. The grizzly bear wins 95% of the time in an endurance battle. 5. Final verdict. 1. Overall outcome. The grizzly bear has a clear advantage in almost all aspects, from size and power to endurance and weapons. 1. While the silverback gorilla is an incredibly strong and intelligent opponent, it simply cannot match the grizzly bear's size, claws, and toughness in a one-on-one battle. 2. Gorilla's edge. The gorilla's intelligence, speed, and agility are its best attributes. 2. If the fight took place in a dense jungle with lots of cover, the gorilla might have a small chance to outmaneuver the bear, but in most direct confrontations, the grizzly will win. 6. Conclusion. 1. Grizzly bear dominates. The grizzly bear is the undisputed champion in a battle between these two apex predators. 1. Its size, strength, claws, and stamina give it an overwhelming advantage. 1. While the gorilla can strategize and use its intelligence to its benefit in certain conditions, in a straight-up fight, the grizzly bear wins 9 out of 10 times.